This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones. First tonight, one of the region's largest police departments is fighting an uphill battle while it tries to fill its vacant positions. Our Devin Dagnall met with leaders there to find out what's being done.
According to Bangor Police Department Public Information Officer Jason McCambly, the Bangor Police Department is still short 10 officers, and he doesn't see any end in sight for the shortage.
It's low everywhere. It's low for every department, and we're kind of fortunate that we're only down 10. We were down 14 a couple of weeks ago. It's making do with less, and really the only thing you can do with less is less.
McCambly says the current shortage can be attributed to a number of things, but there are two factors that stick out above the rest. One problem is there is still a large backlog of students at the Maine Police Academy due to COVID, which is stopping new officers from getting started. The other is the type of calls Bangor police officers are known to respond to.
One of the things we hear is you deal with the homeless a lot, which is true.
McCambly says that a lot of officers are wary of dealing with Bangor's large homeless population. However, McCambly says there is a team being put together for the city that should take care of the majority of that problem.
We have our Bangor Community Action Team that is dealing with a lot of those calls that are not police calls. We call them welfare checks. And they're going to go out and handle those calls for us.
McCambly says that he hopes the presence of the Bangor Community Action Team, or BCAT, will show potential officers that their time will be largely spent on police work and not as much on what they perceive as social work. In addition to the BCAT program, McCambly says the city is also offering very competitive wages and schedules to new and current officers. But only time will tell if those changes will be enough to affect the police shortage. In Bangor, Devin Dagnall, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
And coming up later this week in our next law enforcement town hall, we talk to multiple area departments about the staffing challenges they face, why they are struggling to hire, and how they are confronting that challenge. Well, a bill to expand career and technical education programs to middle schools in Maine has been introduced to the legislature. LD 33 would allocate funding for those programs. Senator Joe Rafferty of Kennebunk sponsored the bill. He said, quote, "As we have frequently heard, Maine faces numerous challenges in training the workforce needed by businesses statewide. That is particularly evident in the trades. This proposed legislation removes roadblocks and allows for the current career and technical education centers in Maine to expand their programs to middle schools within their service districts. The bill faces further action in committee." Well, various stakeholders from fisheries across the U.S. had their 2023 proposals read by the Department of Marine Resources Task Force Monday evening. Proposals from the meeting included reusing and recalibrating marine sanitation devices once used and what the definition of a mooring area is. Feedback gathered from the meeting would be used to advise the Marine Resources Commissioner on what Maine's stance is going to be on the proposals announced at the conference in March. Attendees of the meeting collaboratively went over some of the proposals they were concerned about, offering advice on how to make them better. As the fisheries continue to get federally regulated, Spiny Creek Shellfish co-owner Lori Howell says these proposals will help level the playing field.
We have to have a mechanism to do this if we're going to have a growing industry. I understand there's a lot more hoops to jump through, but at least it makes it so that the state and the feds have to jump through those hoops, and the industry.
The Interstate Shellfish Sanitation Conference meeting will be held from March 18th to the 23rd in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. The conference occurs every 2 years. Well, lawmakers have been hard at work introducing new bills for consideration during the 131st Maine legislature, and among those being seen tomorrow is a bill presented by Democratic Senator Joe Baldacci. He says that all health care workers are essential and there should be a minimum wage established that is higher than the present state minimum wage. That wage would then apply to all health care workers, including support staff.
We realize that there are a lot of important jobs that weren't necessarily recognized or rewarded in the typical ways. People doing support staff work, the custodians, the dietitians, the secretaries, the people doing the support staff so that the public health workers could do their jobs need to be recognized, need to be paid better.
Senator Baldacci says that he does have some support from fellow Democrats, but expects concern from hospitals. The bill will be heard on Tuesday afternoon. Well, new legislation was introduced at the State House today that seeks to bolster a new drought relief program for Maine farmers. Senator Henry Ingwerson of Arundel says LD 315 would allow the state to take a proactive role in helping farmers access efficient and reliable water sources for irrigation in the wake of recurring drought conditions. Ingwerson says Maine has abundant water resources, but not necessarily enough at the right place or at the right time. He says the changing climate is making water availability more unpredictable, and the new legislation can help ensure the future of the industry. Maine's Republican senator is introducing legislation that calls on the federal government to step up research and prevention efforts for a pest that could jeopardize the state's wild blueberry crop. Maine is the only state in the country with a significant harvest of wild blueberries, which are smaller cousins of cultivated blueberries. The berries are threatened by the spotted-winged Drosophila, a fruit fly from East Asia first detected in the U.S. back in 2008. Senator Susan Collins said Monday that she has submitted a bill to establish a fund of $6.5 million per year for 5 years to advance research and reduce the fly's population. Collins said if left unchecked, that fly could have serious impacts for the state's blueberry industry. On Monday, the Veterans and Legal Affairs Committee heard testimony for a proposed bill aimed at helping veterans relocate to Maine. Our A.J. Douglas talked to a veteran to learn more.
LD 265 is a bill that would increase funding for an organization that provides support for active duty service members transitioning into civilian life. If approved by the Maine legislature, $200,000 would be awarded to organizations recruiting veterans moving to Maine.
We help translate their military skills and experiences into language that civilian hiring managers are going to understand. We're still a small community, and you're never more than 2 or 3 people away from being connected to anyone in the state. But if you're not from here, that can be a little bit daunting.
Boost to Roots is a nonprofit organization that assists transitioning military members, veterans, and their spouses by pairing them with a peer mentor after relocating to Maine in an effort to help them find meaningful employment.
Maine doesn't necessarily have a reputation for vibrant economic opportunity. They don't know about the great way of life here.
House Representative Leader Maureen Terry introduced the bill in hopes of supporting organizations like Boost to Roots in their efforts to get the word out about Maine's vibrant and ever-growing economic opportunities.
We're a small state, we're an aging state, and we want to make sure, but we're also awesome, and we want to make sure that folks from all over the country come here and lay roots here. Someday down the road, some kid will tell a story of how, his parent got to Maine and how they became a family, a Maine family.
The bill is set to go into a work session where committee members will further discuss if the initial bill should potentially be amended or approved to head to the House. If the bill is signed into law by the governor, $200,000 would be dispensed to the Department of Defense, Veterans, and Emergency Management to qualifying organizations in Maine performing outreach. A.J. Douglas, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Alrighty, folks. Well, we had a pretty mild day today. Let's hit pause here, take a look outside, and get a first check of our forecast to see what else is coming our way.
All right, Beth, thank you. Happy Monday. Your first weather is brought to you by Kings Mountain RC. Okay, let's talk temperatures today. 37 here in Bangor. Also Bar Harbor, 35 Millinocket. Tomorrow, same story, but then warmer temperatures are on the way. Many of us could do 50 or so on Wednesday again. Lots of clouds out there now. There's a system off to the west of us. This one is moving in our way for tonight. This one could bring us a dusting, a snowfall overnight tonight in the early parts of tomorrow. It will not be a big deal. We are talking less than 1 inch of snow overnight tonight. All right, so snowfall looks like this. Again, this is not the big one. We're in a pretty good spot here, and then dry again for us tomorrow evening into early parts of Wednesday. So our forecast then tonight, though, is increasing clouds, a couple of snow showers out there with low temperatures in the 20s. Your full forecast is coming up. Beth?
All righty, Jeff, thanks so much. And there is much more local news ahead when we come right back.
One day, I will rock that swimsuit.
Your one day is closer than you think. From fresh meals to one-on-one coaching, Jenny Craig is Weight Loss Made Simple.
Your one day starts today.
Looking to buy your first RV? Harvey RV and Marine offers a free starter kit with every RV and camper they sell. All the necessities to get you started and a complete orientation on all the features of your new RV. With over 150 years of combined experience outfitting RVs with the most trusted brands, hundreds to choose from, all backed by our certified technicians. Our no-pressure sales team is ready to help. So come see why our business is built on repeat customers. Harvey RV and Marine, Outer Broadway, Bangor.
Bangor Floral is your perfect destination this February. Since 1925, Bangor Floral has been a premier provider of beautiful floral arrangements and thoughtful Valentine's Day gifts for almost 100 years. Featuring new colorful blooms, blossoming plants, and gift baskets that have warmed hearts for generations. We also strongly support the Buy Local movement by purchasing directly from local farms and suppliers. Bangor Floral, 332 Harlow Street. Experience a flower shop like no other this February.
It's the Toyota Washington's Birthday Sales Event at your all-wheel drive headquarters, giving you, for a short time only, cash-saving deals. Right now, you can get a cash-saving 3.99% financing deal on an all-wheel drive Camry. And every Camry comes with 2 years no-cost maintenance and Toyota Safety Sense. Hurry to the Toyota Washington's Birthday Sales Event for cash-saving deals only at your New England Toyota dealer, your all-wheel drive headquarters. Toyota, let's go places.
Pat's Pizza in Holden is not just a restaurant that serves delicious food and pizza. They also have an adjacent party and event room. Consider having your birthday or office party at Pat's Pizza. They have indoor golf, a pro shop, and a beautiful 9-hole golf course. Pat's Pizza, Holden.
Welcome back to the National Window Showdown. It's now time for our expert picks. My pick is Renewal by Andersen. Their customer service is exceptional, trustworthy, professional. Renewal by Andersen has to be the pick for me.
I love Renewal by Andersen for this too, Brian. They take care of the entire process from consultation to installation and beyond. They're second to none.
Guys, for me, it's the Fibrex. It's a no-brainer. Renewal by Andersen takes it to the house.
A clean sweep for Renewal by Andersen. They really are the better way to a better window.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back. The Bangor School Department is considering establishing a health clinic, and although it's in the early planning stages, they say the clinic would involve at least one of the middle schools. According to Bangor School Department Communications Director Ray Finney, the idea is in the talking stages. The decision comes after the Penobscot Community Health Care Clinic at Bangor High School opened almost a year ago and has proven to be a success. The clinic will be a multi-purpose aid for students in the Bangor School District. Finney told us high school students have been using this clinic so much it now has a wait list. Besides providing mental health counseling, the clinic also administers immunizations, tests for common illnesses, and physicals for students in order for them to participate in extracurricular activities. Well, switching gears now, a man from Mount Desert has a career unlike any other. Alex Cody Foster spent a decade as a ghostwriter, working behind the scenes to pen dozens of books without ever revealing his identity. Now, as Jody Hersey tells us, he's ready to share his secret and his passion for writing with others.
Yeah, I've been telling stories all my life, I guess. So it's not so much a job or vocation or anything like that. It feels like a way of life.
For 10 years, Alex Cody Foster has enjoyed a quiet and productive career as a ghostwriter in the coastal town of Mount Desert, authoring books that someone else receives the credit for.
A ghostwriter is someone who can step into the shoes of another and resume their stride perfectly. A good ghostwriter can set aside their own biases and perhaps even learn something new from their subject.
Foster has worked on close to 60 books, 30 of which he says he's ghostwritten.
We have 3 voices, and one of them is the omniscient voice. That's the one in our heads saying, don't do this thing or do that thing. And then we have our speaking voice, the ones that we're using right now. But then there's a third voice, and that's the literary voice. When I work with an author, my job is to provide that voice for that person because they don't have it.
Being a ghost has allowed Foster to travel and to make a living doing what he loves.
I did quit my day job, and I had some money in the bank, and I basically said, once this money runs out, I got to get a job, or I'll make it. And I ended up making it.
Now, Foster is using his writing talents to assist others who may want to be novelists. He's created ghostwritinguniversity.com, a course to help wannabe writers break into the literary world.
It's Ghostwriting University, yeah. It's my passion project. Whatever makes you feel that, like, fluttering in your chest, you got to go for it, no matter what.
In Mount Desert, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News. And tomorrow we'll hear why Foster decided to use his own name on a book, putting his life in danger to share a true story of his experiences running from the law alongside a man he thought he knew. Alrighty, folks, we'll still to come on ABC 7 News at 6. We'll take you to Herman Mountain for the Winter Special Olympics. And coming next in sports, Ellsworth Cheerleading takes home the program's first ever state title this past weekend. You'll hear from them when we come back.
My family and I are proud to offer you the best value for your money at the Furniture Gallery. Dining sets for dinner parties. How about a living room set for movie night? New mattresses for a comfortable night's sleep. At the Furniture Gallery, it's always a great time to buy. Maine family owned and operated.
Every night is pizza night at Dragonfire Pizza. From wings, salads, and sides to our specialty wood-fired pizzas. You'll find everything you need to satisfy any craving by the slice or by the pie. A little slice of heaven is waiting for you at Dragonfire Pizza, Mill Mall, Ellsworth.
The industry-first 2-in-1 removable agitator from Whirlpool gives you 2 ways to wash. Jeans, in. Sweaters, out. Towels, in. Comforters, out. You decide. Whirlpool.
Key Appliance, we hold the key to savings.
Dave Matthews Band Live. Friday, June 16th, Maine Savings Amphitheater, Bangor, Maine. On sale Friday at 10 a.m. at waterfrontconcerts.com or ticketmaster.com. Pre-order the new album, Walk Around the Moon, now.
I was riding my bike just as nice as could be. I look up and here comes a car in my lane.
I saw Michael hit the car. He flew in the air.
I was in a coma for 30 some odd days. I woke up and I looked down and what's my leg? He had 2 or 3 types of fentanyl in him.
Cocaine and heroin.
Yeah. It's a robbery of life is what it is.
People that are on drugs don't realize it's not if you're going to hurt somebody, it's when.
I'm a great study of when.
If you've been hurt in a car accident, watch out.
Watch out. The insurance company may try to tell you that you don't need a lawyer.
Watch out. The insurance company may try to settle before you're done with all your medical treatments.
Don't trust that insurance company after your accident. You could miss out on a lot of money. Call the twos and we'll watch out for you.
Lowry and Associates watched out for me and got me $275,000.
Call the twos. We win for you.
If you're hurt in an accident, what do? Call 222-2222.
My family and I are proud to offer you the best value for your money at the Furniture Gallery. With maximum value pricing, you get more for your money. Low prices plus high quality equals your best value. Maine family owned and operated. The Furniture Gallery. Shop local, save money.
Hello, Eastern Maine. Watch You Bet Your Life weekdays at 10 a.m. here on ABC 7.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. We'll start with some cheerleading. Over the weekend, cheer state championships were held for classes A, B, C, and D down at the Augusta Civic Center. That's a venue we'll get pretty used to here over the next few weeks. But anyways, coming away with their first ever Class B state title this weekend was the Ellsworth Eagles. The Eagles earlier in the week won the Class B Northern Maine Championships right on their home floor. They took first place again for the state title. They returned home Saturday night to a first responders escort surrounded by their community. And they just say being able to make history is something they'll never forget.
We sat as a group at the beginning of the year, and we all said what was our goal, and our goal was to be state champs. And so to have that feeling right now just feels great.
There was a long pause, so we were all sitting there, and we could all just hear each other. We were like, please, 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 please. And we could all hear each other, and as soon as they said Ellsworth, it was immediate jump up and down, like crying, tears, picking people up. Like it was amazing. It was unreal.
Now, if you have ever been to a cheer competition or seen these girls in action, cheerleading's a sport where having the whole squad on the same page is absolutely vital. And it's that team unity and their passion for the sport that make the Eagles the 2023 state champs.
Our team at the beginning of the year was very separated, but we all learned how to come together and we became more of a team, and I think that's what finally got us to the state title that we got.
It means a lot to our school and our community and to us that we really made history all as one, and we did it together.
We all had the passion and dedication for the sport and for each other. Our coaches said that they've never had a team like that before, where they've had the talent and the passion, and it was everybody on our team, and it just made everything work.
All right, congratulations to them. Let's stay in Ellsworth right now. Over to the hardwood. While the varsity teams prep for play-ins and the tournament, Unified Ball is in full swing with the Eagles also in action on Monday. They're being paid a visit by the Old Town Coyotes, a 3:30 tip in this one. So a little Monday matinee down east. We'll start in the first half. It's junior Evan Hasselbrack spotting up from long range, and the bank is very open in Ellsworth. For the Eagles now, it's Garrett Brown. He's running the fast break, and he takes it himself to the hoop for 2. Now for the Coyotes, Lydia Colella. She is going to get in the paint here, and she is going to nail that 2-point bucket. This one also off the glass. This back and forth game. Connor Hughes now for the Eagles. The swim star, he nails the 2-pointer. And Ellsworth goes on to win this one. 69-64 is the final score. Let's stay on the hardwood here. Maine women's basketball in action in the border battle with New Hampshire. Black Bears trying to get back in the win column. First quarter, ball goes inside to Adriana Smith. She gets the 2 to fall. Another big day for the sophomore. Second quarter, Wildcats with it. Nice move here from Breezy Williams. She's going to connect on the mid-range. Skipping ahead to the end of the third quarter here, J.C. Christopher finds Liv Rockwood. She wants all 3 of those. That puts Maine up by 1. A couple of plays later, no, this is not a replay. Christopher to Rockwood again, as Mike Breen would say, bang, and she wasn't done. To start the fourth, Smith out to Rockwood. Here she is again. Splashes home her 3rd in a row, and then one more wouldn't hurt either, right? Rockwood goes on a 12-0 run by herself, and Maine pulls out the win 56-45 in Durham. All right, that's all the time we have for sports. Here's Jeff Weller with your full 5-day forecast. Jeff?
All right, Tyler, thank you. Your full weather is brought by Key Appliance. Sales and service for major brands including GE, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Speed Queen, and more. We hold the key to savings. And let's talk about temperatures today. 37 here in Bangor, also Bar Harbor, 35 Millinocket. This is well above the averages, still in the mid-20s this time of year, and even warmer temperatures are on the way. In fact, tomorrow we'll do temperatures like we did today, and then a warm front's going to come through and bring us what could be near 50-degree temperatures Wednesday into Thursday. And again, that is not normal, as all the really cold stuff is up here well to our north. The blue stuff is above average temperatures. That will be in our backyards tomorrow for Wednesday, Thursday, into Friday before we get some cool down in here over the weekend. All right, so our snowpack is going to take a hit down to 5 inches here in Bangor. More as you go north and west, of course, but overall, it's going to get a little soupy out there with warmer temperatures on the way, also some dense fog, and with the dew points very high as well. We're going to melt some snow very quickly around here. Speaking of snow, it's off to the east of us right now. That will go this way. Our weather generally comes from the west in the northern hemisphere, and here we are. This system here is moving that way. That could bring us an inch or so of snow tonight. It's not going to be the big one. It will most likely not affect travel tomorrow morning, but just know light snow showers out there tonight into early parts of tomorrow morning could slow you down just a bit. And then overall, the bigger picture here shows a progressive pattern here, right? One system here, more back off to the west. So we are in this loop right now. And the system coming through every couple days around here, that could bring us some more snow showers showers or rain showers every 3 to 4 days. For tonight, though, here we are, 2 o'clock in the morning, looking at light snow across the area. Again, not heavy snow, just some light snow. That quickly gets out of here by sunrise tomorrow morning. Then we have decreasing clouds throughout the day tomorrow. A very nice night tomorrow night. A pretty nice day for us on Wednesday, followed by increasing clouds Wednesday night, out ahead of our next system getting in here later Thursday and Friday. If you want a lot of snow, it's just not going to happen. We're talking less than an inch of snow for most locations tonight into early parts of tomorrow. But it will stick in some areas, so be careful driving tomorrow morning. Advisories, though, are for wind, a small craft advisory out there through tomorrow morning for wave heights approaching 3 to 5 feet by tomorrow afternoon. Our forecast ends tonight, though, is increasing clouds, a couple of light snow showers out there. Again, not a big snow. Look for low temperatures down near 21 with a northeast breeze around 5 to 10. For tomorrow, flurries early, afternoon clearing, highs back up in the mid-30s. We're going to melt that snow tomorrow with mid-30 high temperatures and a northwest breeze around 5 to 15. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows tomorrow 36, 45 for Wednesday. I went with 52 and sunny on Thursday. We're going to melt a lot of snow on Thursday and a bit cooler for us on Friday into Saturday. Look at Saturday, high temperatures back in the 20s. Beth?
All righty, Jeff, thanks so much. Looks like a pretty balmy week ahead for the most part anyway. And there is still more to come right after the break. Stay with us.
Tonight's Dock Report is brought to you by Maine Valve, with more than 30 years of experience across the state of Maine, providing top quality real estate services.
Time for Downey McBride to go to work. Y'all gotta sniff this stuff. Whoop, whoop. Smells great, Downey.
Cul-de-sacs.
Downey Unstoppable. You gotta sniff it to believe it.
Welcome to the Yard Goods Center in Waterville, Maine. We're a local family business since 1949. We carry over 600 different types of hand knitting yarns from Maine and all over the world. And yes, we love Barocco. Beginner or a pro, you will find all the right tools and inspiration at the Yard Goods Center. We offer knitting classes Monday through Saturday. Come to the Yard Goods Center in Waterville, Maine and become part of our family and our happy place.
Luna Family Auto Sales is a locally owned business run by a husband and wife team.
Here at Luna Family Auto Sales, we combine our passion for cars with providing service to the community and local economy. Featuring no dock or hidden fees at all, we offer financing for all credit types and service everything we sell.
Check out our website at lunafamilyautosales.com.
Or come in and say hi. We'd love to meet you and introduce ourselves. Luna Family Auto Sales, 649 Stillwater Ave, Old Town.
If you're eligible for Medicare and Medicaid, a Medicare Advantage plan from Anthem Maine Health can come with all the benefits you want and zero compromises. Just go to anthemainehealth.com/answers or call 855-753-3928 for a one-on-one Medicare plan review. Ask about our $0 monthly premium plans that include dental, vision, and hearing coverage, along with transportation, a free gym membership, and $0 copay for prescriptions, all for zero extra cost. Plus, you could be eligible for extra benefits to help you save even more. We have plans with up to $2,500 a year to help you pay for over-the-counter health items, groceries, and living expenses like cell phone, electric, or water bills, all on a single prepaid MasterCard you can use at thousands of locations nationwide. Call Anthem Maine Health at 855-753-3928 or visit anthemmainehealth.com/answers and get a Medicare Advantage plan with zero compromises for you and your wallet.
This week, holding on to hope, the search for survivors, reporting from Turkey. Plus, former VP Mike Pence subpoenaed. Will he sit before a grand jury? More Americans turn to world news tonight with David Muir, the most watched newscast on television.
Welcome back. Some good news from the Internal Revenue Service. You don't hear that very often. For 21 states, including Maine, the IRS has announced that residents will not need to report any special tax fund or payment they received in the past year. This comes after the IRS mentioned last Wednesday that the agency would be providing guidance to clarify whether these payments would be federally taxed or not. During its review, the IRS determined that it will not challenge the taxability of such payments related to general welfare and disaster relief. For a full list of states affected, you can visit irs.gov. And finally tonight, athletes are continuing a decades-long tradition here in Maine. On Monday, competitors strapped on their snowshoes to kick off the Penobscot, Piscataquis, and Hancock Area Special Olympics Winter Games. The area co-manager, Christina Earhart, says although it hasn't yet reached the same attendance as the Summer Games, the Winter Special Olympics has been steadily growing in popularity.
We're excited. We have about 150 athletes participating in snowshoe, downhill ski, speed skating, and Nordic ski.
Well, according to Earhart, all of Monday's events were adult time trials. The competition was, of course, fierce, but there were also those who were just happy to have fun with their friends.
We do a lot together. We've been practicing every day with all our friends. Cool. We come out, hang out here, do our snowshoeing every day, practicing that.
Well, the events will continue through Valentine's Day with finals for both adults and school-age athletes at Herman Mountain from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Awards will be given after each event, so best of luck to all of those fantastic athletes, and we hope you have a whole lot of fun in the process. Alrighty, folks, well, that is going to do it for us. From everyone here at ABC 7 News, take care, have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you right back here at 11. Good night, everybody.